my name is Jessie and I am an elementary music teacher, K through 6. I also teach choir and now ukulele, and this is exactly what this video is going to be about, everything ukulele, because I am obsessed. So I started teaching about 5 years ago, and I first picked up the instrument then. I thought that it would be the perfect instrument to take around with me because my first job, I traveled to 3 different schools. And so I thought it'd be really portable, really nice to take back and forth, and I actually got a baritone ukulele. I didn't even know that that really was a thing, and then I got my regular one. And so as much as that was such a great idea, and I think if you have some background knowledge on how to play, that's the perfect instrument to take around with you. But I did not. I was starting from scratch, and I kind of started to collect some dust because I was just too overwhelmed learning how to teach, let alone learn a whole new instrument. So fast forward to, a couple years later, I started picking up that instrument more and more and more, and it just added joy and fun and learning a new instrument. And so I came across wonderful online resources that I'm going to share with you guys today that really helped me take my playing to the next level. And so from there, I got more and more confident. And so I finally this past year decided that I was ready to bring ukulele to my classroom, and I want to share this joy because it's such a great, fun, accessible instrument for so many people. And so I wanted to bring it to my classroom. So I got a funding for a class set of ukuleles, which is so cool. So I am going to be doing a ukulele club this coming year, and actually I think some of my teachers and staff are going to be in it too, and I just can't wait to share that whole community with them. And so I have been researching out the wazoo because, as you know, let alone students, but also having your staff in your club, you want it to be going good. And it's my first year doing it. So I have just been researching all over the place. And with that researching, I've come across some fun things for ukulele. So I'm going to be sharing a haul that I recently just got some different equipment and a really fun ukulele. And then I'm also going to be sharing with you guys those online resources that I really think are great. So whether you're a music teacher or whether you're not, I really have looked through these with a teacher lens. I have a music degree. And so I think these teachers really know what they're talking about. Quick, I want to put a disclaimer out there that none of this is sponsored, no affiliate links. This is just things that I have come across that have really helped me and just want to share with you guys. So no sponsorships here. Just want to put that disclaimer out. And now let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the very first thing that I want to share with you is felt picks. So I bought these off of Amazon. There are quite a few on there. Came in a little bag like this. It's a pack of 12 of them, different colors. I think they even had more colors available, and it was $7.25. So I'm not a super big fan of felt picks, but I think they're really useful for kids because when they're first learning how to play and they haven't developed those calluses, or their finger hurts. My finger hurts. What's that, Grandma?
My fingers hurt.
What's that? You know what I'm talking about? No. What's that movie? Anyways, aside. But their fingers do start to hurt, and so I think this is a good thing to have if you have some kids that just, they just keep complaining about it, to hand them one of these and let them play with it. But I think that the ukulele is supposed to be played with your hand, and there's so many different intricate things and strums that you can do that I just think the felt pick is, and this is my total personal opinion. I might be totally wrong, but I want them to really play with their hands and be authentic. But this is a good thing to have in your back pocket. So I'm gonna play for you guys on my concert ukulele and just hear what that sounds like. And then I'm also going to play on my baritone. So here it is, just a little chord progression. Okay, so it's a really good thickness. It seems though flexible enough. And then here it is on my baritone. So yeah, I would say $7 for 12 of them. That's a really good price. I think they're really great to have for your kiddos. But I think that really you should be trying to teach them with your hands, but that's my opinion. But I think these are totally worth it and can't beat Amazon Prime. Okay, next up is the hug strap. The hug strap is a all 3-in-1 strap. Whether you have end pins on your instrument or you don't, this is a strap that you can put on your instrument and you can be totally hands-free. And I will just do a quick review. I want to love this. I want to love this so much, and I think it'll be perfect if you have end pins. But if you don't, and this hug strap, I'll show you guys what it looks like on the instrument. I still think it's worth it for a teacher, or if you want something a little more hands off and be able to kind of be free and move around and still have your ukulele secured to you, then I think it's totally worth it. But I will show you guys kind of my one beef with it. But it's a really well-made strap. It's a beautiful, I kind of went the Hawaiian flower look. And I do still like it, and I'm sure I will get a lot of use out of it, but I just have one thing that I don't like about it, and I will show you guys in just a second. This was about $34 with shipping. So about I think it's about $30, and then based on where you live, the shipping cost, I think it was about $4 for me. So I'll show you guys what it looks like on. Okay, here it is on. So you have the strap, that's why it's called the hug strap, because it has a strap that comes all the way around it and holds it. So this would not really work too much on like a pineapple shaped ukulele. It would have to be kind of this snowman shape. And then you also put the strap on here, and then this is where, it says the hug strap, it goes around. But here's the thing, right now, it's totally fine, and it kind of comes up underneath your rib cage here. But when you stand up, naturally, the instrument wants to just hang here. And I totally get it can't be perfect, and I think this is revolutionary. Still, I think it's such a cool design, and it's almost there, but it naturally wants to hang here. So when you play, you do need to kind of position it over a bit more for you to play and be a little more naturally where you want to. But is it so nice though? Because when I walk around and, need to talk to my kids, and I don't know how many times I'll leave a ukulele over somewhere and then have to run back and get it to model for them. And so it's really nice to have that. I can just put it on my back here like that and be totally hands-free. So whenever I need it, I can just bring it around, show them whatever I need to show them, and then put it back. So it'll be really nice in the classroom for sure. The last thing, which I'm so excited about, is an ukulele itself. It's the Amazon Hot Seal Soprano ukulele, and it's kiwi. It also comes on pineapple. There's a penguin design, and there's a watermelon. So I have seen this one definitely pop up in the music community. David Rao has it from Make Moments Matter. Also some Bernadette from Bernadette Teaches Music, which I'm going to talk about her soon, and she's a ukulele YouTuber. And so I've seen this pop up, and I was so curious. It's about, let's see, it varies from design, but this one was $43. I think it only goes up a couple dollars. I think the watermelon one is like $45. So Amazon shipping, you can find it here. It's Hot Seal. The only thing that I found kind of interesting is it says Hot Seal on the Amazon, but then it says Kong Team as the brand. So I'm not exactly for sure on that, but this has been such a great buy. I really have enjoyed the sound that comes from it. It's definitely a beginner sound, but it's a really sweet, very stereotypical ukulele sound. So I'm gonna just play for you guys just a little bit. I'm gonna first do just kind of a chord progression here, and then I'll do just a little bit of finger picking. The finger picking, I have found that you can't get quite a clear enough tone, especially when you get up here and the higher on the fingerboard. But like I said, it's definitely a beginner ukulele, and it's just so stinking fun. And I have been pretty impressed with the quality of the instrument. It's very smooth. There is just a little bit of a paintbrush. You can kind of see a brush stroke in the back, but not a super big deal. The tuners, it actually has stayed in tune really, really well. Like the first day or two that I've had it, I have had to tune it a bit, but it hasn't been way out of tune. I do say that it does seem to not stay in tune just a little bit. There's just a little interval that it seems to, and I don't know if that's because I've only had it still a few days and the strings still need to stretch, but it has stayed in tune pretty nicely. So the first progression I'm going to play is that from The Lion Sleeps Tonight, a wee Okay, so that part. So for finger picking style, I'm going to do the exact same song, but just the hush my darling, don't fear my darling, that part. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is these online resources that I have come across that have really helped me with my playing and really improving. So the very first person that I kind of came across, and I have such a teacher crush on her, is Bernadette Teaches Music. So she really has a great beginner guide. She has a lot of very beginner to kind of, she's getting a little bit more into that intermediate style, but she has a 30-day challenge, and that's really what I kind of did to start kind of jumpstart this new practice and really make sure I was learning exactly what I needed to in order to bring that to my students. So she has a 30-day challenge. Every single day has a video, and it really takes you from how you have never picked up ukulele before all the way up to your last challenge is playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which is just such an iconic song. So I would say that is a great place to start if you are just learning from scratch. The second person that I have come across that I've really enjoyed is One Music School. So she has some great lessons, and I would say it's a little bit more of beginner to intermediate. She breaks down, I showed this video to my students about how to break down tab and how that works. And she has a great video on that. She really professionally does her videos and has these great graphics that really make things very clear. And so that would be a great one to, if you're a beginner to intermediate. She kind of leans a little more into the intermediate style and has a few more challenging chords. So that's been the great one to kind of go from. But I still go back to Bernadette because she has great range of intermediate to beginner. And then finally, the third one that I have come across is Cynthia Lynn. So Cynthia Lynn is another great one, and I would say that she's more kind of intermediate to advanced. And so this has been like about a year or two of really practicing and picking at this ukulele, now it's almost every single day. And so I would say that's a great one to go if you're really looking for a challenge. Both Bernadette and Cynthia Lynn and One Music School, they all have these things called Patreon pages, and I don't know if you are familiar with that, but it's really nice. You just pay them like $1 a month, most of them. You can pay more if you feel like it, but then you also get written material. So they're coming out with these written chord charts and materials to these songs, and so I think they're really a great value. You're paying $1 to help support them, and it's not much out of your pocket, and you're getting great resources, and you're supporting them so that they can keep bringing out these great resources for you. So those three I would definitely check out. Bernadette kind of for your beginner, intermediate, One Music School, and finally a little more advanced would be Cynthia Lynn. All right, you guys, so that kind of wraps up my video. If you watched till the very end, thank you so much, and keep looking out for more videos. I'm gonna be getting ready for school to be starting super soon. It's actually about maybe 2.5 weeks away. I am on a year modified schedule, so I go back to school really early. So be looking out for some school starting vlogs and some classroom challenges that I am going to be doing. All right, you guys, bye.